So you want to do your medical internship in the UK. The first thing is to gather as much information as you can. First step is to gather as much information as you can about the entire process. Don't try and be like me, who was looking at one step at a time, because that's what I did previously when I was looking to work abroad or do my internship abroad, is that I thought I would do one step at a time, but actually try and have an overview picture of everything so that you know what you're going to need to do in the future. The first thing is English language. So you need to prove your English language, and for the UK, that is either IELTS or OET. However, the requirements are much tougher than I've ever seen anywhere else. So for instance, they need you to have a score of at least 7.5 minimum in each domain. Well, when I was applying for GMC registration, we needed to only have about a score of 7. So 7.5 is much higher, because already people struggle with the writing bit. Usually people struggle with that, and then you end up getting 6.5. That's happened to me before. If you want to watch my tips on how to get maximum results in your IELTS, then watch this video here in which I gave all my tips. So the first thing is to get high results in your English exams. And if it's OET, they want a score of a minimum of 400. And for OET, they specifically say that they don't accept OET that gives results as just grade B or grade A only. Like, it must be the max. So make sure you're getting the right OET. I will link the official website below so you can go and check out all the information. The next step in the process is to apply for what is called an eligibility application. So basically you apply to apply. So eligibility applications are opening in July. That's for people who are starting their internship or their FY 1 year in August of 2024. So that means that you're able to apply if you went to a non-UK medical school. Medical internship in the UK is called foundation program. So it is a foundation year 1 and foundation year 2. It's 2 years. So when you apply, you're going to apply to join F1 first. You're able to apply for this if you went to a medical school in the UK or even outside the UK. This is how other countries come in. So if it's within the UK, then obviously the medical schools are going to automatically nominate the candidates, because obviously they're going to look out for their people. Unlike some other countries, which I will not mention, in which people are struggling to get internship, which doesn't make sense to me and is ridiculous, and I can't believe it has come to this. Anyway, so the first thing is to apply to apply. And also remember that you cannot apply for this internship process or this F1 if you've already done internship. If you feel like you've done internship but you want to repeat, you're not eligible. If you've already got internship and you have full registration, then you can't come and start applying for this as well. Once you fill in your eligibility application, then they are going to let you know whether you're eligible to apply, to do the full application. This is all done via the online portal, which is called Oreo. In the eligibility application, they need information from your medical school. So there's something called the Dean Statement, whereby you have to have your medical school fill that in, that you are definitely a student, you have done all your modules, and you're due to graduate on this date. So meaning you can apply if you're still in medical school, but you're in your last year of medical school, and maybe you'll be done by next year, August. Or if you've finished medical school as well, you still need this Dean Statement. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really supports my channel. Thank you. Other documents include your proof of ID, like your passport. You need to show your proof of the medical qualification. If you've already graduated, then you have your degree certificate. You need to show that. You also need to show your right of work to the UK, which they said you don't really have to, because if you require a visa, then they will be sponsoring you. So that's not really a big deal, but it's there in the document. So there's a long list of things that you have to collect your documents, and then you fill in your eligibility application. After filling in your eligibility application and you've been deemed eligible to apply, then you go ahead and apply. So in the process of applying, again, it's on Oreo. They require you, if you're an international medical graduate, to also show evidence that you have requested a PLAB 1 seat. So you have a date by which you must book a PLAB 1 seat. So for example, if you're planning to go starting your internship or F1 in August 2024, then you must have a PLAB 1 seat booked by November of 2023. So that's why it's so cool. What I like is that you don't have to have finished the PLAB exams even before you start applying. You will have to do the PLAB exams and have passed them and gotten provisional GMC registration by the start date of the FY1 program, which is in August next year. But they give you all this time. So you also need to open a GMC online account in order for you to be able to book your PLAB seat. And obviously, PLAB requires you to have done IELTS or OET already. So really, I think the real first step is English. After passing your English exams, then now you can do all this. The foundation program website does have timelines which show you that by this date you must have booked your PLAB 1, by this date you must have done your PLAB 2. So for instance, for next year starting in August 2024, you must have booked your PLAB 1 by November 2023 and done it by then. And then you must have passed your PLAB 2 by May 2024, which is next year. And so I think that's enough time. If you're really organized, you can really do this. Just look at all the information, the whole process, and then get ready to do it. So I think the most difficult part about this whole process is probably going to be the money, which is paying for PLAB exams, paying for IELTS exams, traveling to do PLAB 2, because PLAB 2 is only done in the UK. I've done a full video on each of these different things, which I will link up here. I'll link the playlist actually down below, or even up here or up there, so you can go have a look at that. And that's it, guys. I hope that was helpful. The information on the website is a lot which is why I was delaying to make this video, because there's a lot of information to read and look through and try and summarize. But I think that's really, I hope that's been clear. The first step is to do English exams. The second step is to do an eligibility application, so apply to see if you're eligible to apply. And then the third step is actually apply. And then alongside this application, you must also be applying to do the PLAB exams. So you must also be applying to do PLAB 1 and PLAB 2 by certain dates if you want to start at a certain time. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below and I'll get back to you if I know the answer. Otherwise, I'm going to link the website down below so you can go and have a look. If you're wondering whether it's worth it to do internship in your own home country or just come and do it straight away in the UK, then in this video here, I explain my own options in what I thought about whether it's better to do it in, let's say, Uganda or to do it in the UK.